That's enough of that. Hello there, Nate Jackson. Shut up, Bill Haley. Okay, you're done, Bill Haley. Alright. Hello there, Nate Jackson, Criterion Collection Reviewer Guy. Here, talking to you, dancing to you, and freaking up the sweat for you guys. Number 296. Luchino Visconti's La Notte Bianche. Man. I mean, this is our... Now I want to look up Visconti, because, I mean, this is our second Visconti movie after, what was it? The Leopard. And The Leopard was obviously an entirely different thing, but I'm curious now. How many other Visconti... Have we got any more? Leopard, Notte Bianche, and Senso. Oh, yeah, because I heard Senso, they talked about Senso quite a bit in the supplements. Number 556. That'll be a while. Anyway, 1957, 101 minutes, black and white monaural Italian. God, I'm out of shape. Oh, that's stupid. Anyway. God, love sucks. Love just sucks. That's what Crazed Fruit and La Notte Bianche have told me today. Love really just sucks sometimes. So, this movie is about this guy Mario, who's played by Marcello Mastroianni. And I was looking at the dude and I was like, I know him. I know him from something. I know him from something. Divorce Italian Style. 8.5. And what was the other movie? He was in another Criterion movie that... I mean, he's in a couple that we're going to see. But there was one other. What was the other one? Shoot. I was trying not to look him up, but it's bugging me now. It's bugging me because it's like... oh, Big Deal on Madonna Street. That's the one the other one. Big Deal on Madonna Street. Yeah. So I was like, dude, this guy got around. This guy got around. Pretty cool actor. I'm liking him. Definitely liking him. So anyway, Marcello Mastroianni plays Mario, who's this kind of a ladies' man, a bit of a playboy sort. He finds himself in this town, and he doesn't really know anyone. And he meets this girl, Natalia, I think is her name. She's played by Maria Schell. And the two of them meet, and Natalia is waiting for her lover, and she says she's gonna meet. Like she tells him the whole backstory about how they met, and I guess like when she was living with her grandmother. Like, they took him in as a boarder, and she fell in love with him. And, so but he had to go. And so he told her to wait for her, and they would meet at this bridge. And so she goes to this bridge every night around the same time to see if he's there. And she keeps getting her heart broken. And so Mario tries to change things, because Mario falls for her. And, he takes her out, and they have a good time, and she really likes him. She really does care for him and all that, and toward the end. But eventually, she ends up, breaking, his heart, because, spoilers, at the end, he shows up. He shows up at the end, and so she says, I'm sorry I hurt you. And he's like, yeah, you gotta go. This is what you've been wanting, So, at the end, Mario's alone. She gets her love and all that good stuff. Well, not that great. Well, not good stuff. It's pretty sad. I mean, it's very, very sad. I think Visconti definitely. I don't know. I mean, well, it's based. Well, I want to say he knows how to tell a story, but it's actually based on a short story by Dostoevsky. Called White Nights. So it's based on that, and so the story, is basically similar about how, this guy meets the girl every night, and they get together and talk, and and they just share feelings about everything, share stories, and it's just basically, I mean, at the end, this guy, he almost has her, like. She finds happiness just, because it starts to snow, and it looks like she's going to, like she almost gives up on him, on this guy, the guy she's waiting for. And, it looks like, but she's still really heartbroken, so she doesn't want to get together with Mario so quickly, but he tells her that he loves her, and he says that, you know, maybe someday we could get together. And she's like, yes, I'd like that, or something to that extent. So yeah, it's a really sad story. At that being said, it's a really well told story. It's shot beautifully. I think the idea of these two people meeting every night, you know, in the really beautiful town that they're in too. And of course, like as you saw, the dance scene. There's a scene where Mario and Natalia go to this dance club where all the kids dance, and they both don't know how to dance, but they still try anyway, and they end up dancing with two other partners, and like Natalia's having a good time, just smiling and dancing and getting shook around basically, and he's like, doesn't want to dance. He's trying to get her attention, waving at her, and then they make this circle, and this one guy gets out and dances in the circle, and then Mario gets out there and does this weird like jerk thing. It's just like it's so awkward. I was busting up laughing. It's like he and Jacques Tati could go head to head in the craziest dances in Criterion, the funniest dances in the Criterion movie. So yeah, and so basically we'll probably leave it at that. Definitely better than The Leopard. I mean, The Leopard was obviously a different story. The Leopard was a lot longer. I mean, not that length has anything to do with it, but story's different. It's a little more serious, a little more political, a little more dramatic. Not as romantic. I think the romantic aspect makes it easier to follow sometimes. I say sometimes. But yeah, great movie. Gosh, yet another one. I'm slowly having to cut movies that I said might have been in the top 28 because I've got to make room for these. I mean, it's just a matter of thinking, okay, like a lot of these movies that I'm seeing are in my wish list, but they're not going to be in the 28. I mean, I may have to do like, I'll mention them as honorable mentions, just because this was a great season. Like over 20. I mean, it's just fantastic, and we'll have to make some changes and all that, but anyway. And we still got what, 4 more movies to watch? Well, again, 3. Only 3 have a chance. I highly doubt Life Aquatic is going to be in the top 28. I highly doubt it. Because if Rushmore wasn't, Royal Tenenbaums wasn't, what makes you think Life Aquatic will be? What makes you think Bottle Rocket will be? What makes you think Darjeeling Express will be? Or Darjeeling Limited, or whatever the hell the name of that movie is. What makes you think Fantastic Mr. Fox will be? What makes you think? What's the other one? Moonrise Kingdom will be. I don't have any faith. But hey, it could surprise me, though it probably won't. So anyway, Notti Bianche. Let's get back to a good movie. Give it an A. A. Simple as that. Just a straightforward A. Just a very sad movie, very tragic. I felt really bad for Mastroianni. I've been in that situation myself where girls have waited for guys and I've tried to comfort them and and in the end I'm always alone, just crying my heart out, walking in the snow. A. Great movie. Yes, supplements. There is an audio recording of White Nights, which you can download as an MP3, which I've done. I did not listen to it because it's 2 hours long, and I thought, I'm not sure if I have enough time to listen to a 2-hour version, the 2-hour story, but I did download it, so I'll listen to it. I'll probably listen to it maybe sometime this week, maybe later if I have time. Yeah, so I would like to hear the original story. I'll see if maybe I can maybe get the book from my library, or find the story in a book so I can read along, because I like reading what I'm listening to sometimes too. It just helps me concentrate. There's a short little collection of interviews with a screenwriter Suso Cecchi di Amico, film critics Laura Deli Colli and Lino Micici. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this. cinematographer Giuseppe Rotuno, and costume designer Piero Tosi. And so they're just their recollections on working with Visconti and White Knights. There's some rare screen tests of our two lead actors, and that was what kind of bugged me about the movie at first was Maria Schell. Like, she's very, very pretty in the screen tests, but she just doesn't look as good in the movie. Screen tests, I'm just very, very pretty, and her laugh in the movie is infectious, but I don't know, the way she would look sometimes, like in the scene, there's a scene where she goes out to the opera with her guy and her grandmother, and they listen, and she's like watching the opera while at the same time, looking at him and all that. And she gives this face, she has this weird, like, wide open, like, not blinking kind of face. Like, it reminded me of Joan Fontaine. Okay, I can't remember her name. Joan, what's her name from Rebecca. I didn't like that movie mostly because of her in it. And now I'm looking up her name because I'm like, it's bugging me as to what her name is. Joan Severance? Not Joan Severance. Joan Harrison. No, Joan Fontaine. I did get it right. Joan Fontaine. There it is, yeah. Okay, yeah. So she had a kind of a weird stare, maybe the wide-eyed kind of look, But in the end, it kind of made sense. I think when she kind of, when she, did her, I think it's like when she lost, like when, in the scene where they're at the dance and she realizes that she's late to, because the woman like calls out and tells her, inadvertently tells Natalia what time it is. She runs off to the dock or the bridge to look for her guy. And so it's like, and she starts crying, and she shows more emotions than just the happiness that she kind of like the innocent, ignorant happiness that she shows throughout the rest of the movie. It's hard to describe it. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, I definitely enjoyed looking at the screen test because she definitely shows, she's definitely a lot, I don't know. It definitely sealed my opinion of her. She is a very pretty actress. I wouldn't mind seeing her again. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the film just didn't turn out as well as the screen test in this case. And then this trailer. The trailer's five and a half fucking minutes. It's like that's one of the longest trailers we've seen. Next to that's like the second longest trailer we've seen. I think next to F for Fake. So yeah, and I don't remember, and I can't remember now. It was either in Crazed Fruit or was it this one? They played, one of them used I think it was Crazed Fruit. They used Wagner, the Wagner Tannhauser. That's like the second time we've heard it in the last week or so. It's like we used it in Faithfully Yours, and now it's like it's popping up again in the trailers, and it's like it's really out of place. It's like, jeez, it doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't even show up in the movie, So yeah, I think that was Crazed Fruit actually. Yeah. So anyway, that's it for now. That's it for probably for today. Notti Bianche, great movie, but damn. So that's probably it for today. I say probably because I had an inkling to do Hazard Balthazar because it's short and I have time. I might have time to do it today. I still don't know, but honestly, I don't know if I want to because, if I did, that means I wouldn't have to do 2 on Thursday, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm going to be getting Story of a Prostitute on Tuesday. That means I would have to get Story of a Prostitute on Tuesday for my pipe dream schedule to work, So I don't know right now. I'm probably going to take a break. I knew I wanted to do Crazed Fruit and Notti Bianche today. Hazard Balthazar, I'm going to take a break. If I find that I have time to do it later, I will do it. I will probably do it. Just because I'm really intrigued to see it. I really want to see this one, and I'm curious now. I know I've looked this up, but I'm curious as to how many other Bresson movies we have to see. We have the Diver Country Priest, the House of Balthazar. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did look this up the other time. Yeah. Pickpocket. I did look this up the other day. Pickpocket, Mouchette, Man Escaped, and yeah. So after this, we'll have 3 more. Okay, so yeah, so we might do this later tonight. If you don't see me, then if you don't see this, if you don't see the review for this by like 8:30, 9 o'clock tonight, then this will be done tomorrow. And then yeah, so probably that tomorrow, and then of course, oh, I can show you. Boom! Finally! Oh my God! It took them friggin' just, I don't know how long it took this, just Jesus Christ. So Brand to Kill, and of course Tokyo Drifter again, then Gate of Flesh, and yeah, so, and like I said, Story of Prostitutes on its way, Kwaidan next Sunday, and yeah, so that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Love sucks. Love just really fucking sucks. That's not really a moral, but that's all I can say. I mean, that's all these movies have taught me. And shit, I'm looking at this and I'm wondering if, I mean, I don't think that this is that, yeah, it's not going to be the same story. Anyway, that's everything. Thank you for watching. We'll see you either later tonight or tomorrow for Al Hazard Balthazar. And until then, goodbye.